For this solid geometry question here, we are given the front view of a right pentagonal pyramid, and then the top view, the cutting plane, and then the instruction says on a scale 1:1, draw the front view, sectional top view, sectional left view, and the true shape. So we're gonna start with this pentagon. You're gonna start drawing the top view. Then let's go. Somewhere there in the middle of your paper, measure this base here, 40 millimeters. And then this is gonna be A and B. So you're gonna take your compass, put it at point A, like this, draw a circle that passes through A, then put it on this side, draw a circle that passes through B, since our pentagon is facing downward, so the third circle we'll draw here with the same measurement of A and B, drawing a circle that passes through A and B. Like that. And then from there, what are we getting here? We are getting this point here. We're getting this point 1. We have this point 2. But then we need additional points. So the next step is to draw a center line that passes through these 2 points here. Like that. This center gives us this point here, which is point number 3. So we're gonna draw a line that starts from 2, passing through 3 to the circumference. We're gonna draw a line starting from 1, passing through 3 to the circumference here. So what this line gives us, this point C and D. So we're going to join A to C, B to D, like this. Then from here we're going to take the measurement of A and B, like this, come to this point D, and then construct an arc here, come to point C, construct an arc there. So take D to the center of this arc and C to the center of this arc here. Like this. And this point here, it gives you point E. This is gonna be E here. Right, we can see the distance from the base of our pentagon here to the XY line. it's 15. So we're gonna measure from the base. Measure 15. It's there. Then this is gonna give us the XY line. It's gonna be X, and this is gonna be Y. Then from here, we're going to project all these points here, A, B, C, D, and E. You're gonna project them to the XY line, because that's where our drawing starts. This one, I'm drawing it a little bit longer because that's where our apex is gonna be at. And to identify that apex there, we need to find the center first. So we can see this line A and B is already being bisected by this line. So we need to bisect line B and D, or A and D, or any other line you want to bisect. So I'm choosing to bisect line B and D. So I'm gonna put my compass at D and B, and then I'm gonna arc there, I'm gonna arc there. Then I'm gonna come to B, like that, take the same measurement, then draw this arc here. You see this arc here is directly onto this circle, and then arc on the opposite side also will be directly onto this circle. And from there, join these two arcs together with light construction lines. So right here, this point here, it's gonna give you 0.0, which is gonna be your apex. And you know that all the corners in the pyramid, they go to the apex. So this E will come to the apex, D, like that. Then from there, we have a distance from the XY line to the apex, which is 70 millimeters. So we're going to measure 70 millimeters there. That's your 70. Then we're gonna take all these other points, they go to the apex, because that's how pyramid is being drawn. And then if you want, you can label this. This line is C, this line here is A, this point here is E, this point here is B, this point here is D. And then you have your the cutting plane SS at degree 45 degrees. So you're gonna take your 45 degrees at square, and then you're gonna put it right here at A, because it passes through this point here. And in our drawing, this point here, it's A. So you're gonna put your set square like this, and point A. Draw your line SS. So this is a cutting plane S. So from this point, we're going to take all of these points here where the cutting plane passes through, and then we're gonna drop them onto the view. So you're gonna take this point, it's between O and D, you project it down like that. This line is between O and D, you follow it down to O and D where the two lines meet, right here. That's your point. You come to this point here, you project it down, this point between O and B, like this, you follow it all the way, O and B, right there, where the two lines meet, that's your point. The next point here is O and E, is this line here. So it's gonna be somewhere onto this line. Because we don't know for sure where it is, we need that view here. We need to draw the left view. So we're gonna take this point here on from the left view, then we're gonna project it this side. And then the last point, which is this point here on the base, project it down. So this point is gonna be, this view is gonna be cut all the way to this point here. So before we connect all these points, we need to find this point here. So to find this point, we need to draw our left view. So let's go. The spacing between our views here is given as 15, so it means from this corner here going inside, we're also gonna measure 15 to get our XY line. Then after the XY line, we get the 45-degree line. We project the lines, then we get a shape. Then take your 45 degrees at square. And draw a 45-degree line there. So from here, we're gonna take this point E, D, B, A, C, and O onto a 45-degree line, and then project them all the way. So we're gonna project there. Because C and D are on the same line, this line here will be O, this is A and B. Remember, when your line touches your 45-degree line, you project them up. Okay, this our XY line is short, let's extend it. Then we projected the lines. Remember, this line, you project it to the 45-degree line. When it touches the line, it changes direction. All of them, you're gonna do them like that. If you like, you can label this. This line here is line A and B. So here we'll have A, B. We have this here as 0, which is the center, which will give us the apex there. Then this line is C and D, you can label like that. And then this point here is point E. So to get the apex, we're just gonna project this 0 here, take this 0 to this 0 here. So this 0 here give us the apex. So all these other points, they go to the apex. You can erase unnecessary lines so they don't get to interfere with your drawing. And then the next step is to take your cutting plane line, project onto your left view. Take this line, project here, and project here. So you look at this is between O and D. So you're gonna come, here's your O. You're gonna use the one at the top here, this apex there. It's gonna be your O, it's gonna be your D. So this point is gonna be this point here. You're gonna come to this point here, is between O and B. So you come, B is here, O is here, O and B, where the two lines meet. It's right here. This one here is between 0 and E. So this point here, you start at E, you follow it, it's this point here. And then this point is right there on the bottom. You see, it's right here, but you don't know where does it actually lie on this line. So for us to be able to get this point here, this point onto this line, we're going to follow it down. We're gonna take it here from this point, take it to our 45-degree line. When it gets here, then you project it up. So this point here, it will be this point here. And then we have all the points we need this side. So we're gonna join all of them together like this. Then you're going to hedge all of this. Then when you check your view here, when you look at your view from the left side, you'll see that all of this part until this point here is being removed. So you can either erase this, or you can leave it in, you can erase it, or you can leave it in nice construction line, light construction lines, like that. But this part down here, it will be visible. You will be able to see this part. It's this part here. So you make it nice and dark, this one. Even this line at the back here, it's gonna be there. So we can just leave it here in hidden detail. But remember, we are not done. Remember this point here. We cannot find it onto this view. So you're gonna take this point, you're gonna follow it all the way, is this point right here. So you're gonna drop it down to the 45 degree, then you're gonna take it to the top view, like that. Right there, this point here is this point here between O and E, is this point here. Now that we have all the points we need on our top view, we can go ahead and join them together. And from there, you can take your 45 degrees as well and hedge the cut surface. So let's see what is visible here. From the top view, we can see this is being removed completely. So we can either erase it or leave it in construction lines. The choice is yours. Just to show that this part is being cut out. Then the rest of the drawing is visible. And just like that, your top view is complete. So let's go ahead and do the true shape. Remember that the true shape, it must be perpendicular to the cutting plane line. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take a set square, line it directly with the cutting plane. So what we are establishing here, we are establishing the XY line. So you're gonna take your set square, line it directly onto your cutting plane surface, and then move it so that it's not touching your drawing, and then draw a parallel line. So this is gonna be your XY line. So from this point, you're gonna take your set square again. You can take this one, it's directly there at parallel to the cutting plane. Then you can just shift it back, take your second set square, align them like that. So on all these points where the cutting plane is cutting the shape, you're gonna draw the perpendicular line like this. After you projected all your lines, you can either use your top view or your left view to plot your true shape here. You're gonna start here from the XY line. You're gonna start at this point A. You're gonna measure A like this. You see from the top view. And you see when you take this A from the top view, or you come to your left view, you take this A here. You see it's the same measurement, so it does not matter which view you use. So you come to your XY line, come to your cutting plane line, go to this XY line, then plot this point here. And on the same line we have this point here. It's still point A as well. So you're gonna come back to the XY line, measure this, and then you can even check from this side. You take the XY line, you take this point, it's still the same point, A. So you're gonna follow it onto XY line A, then you're going to plot it there. And then you're gonna go to the next point is E. From the XY line, you take E. Remember, we are plotting the cut surface. So you're gonna take this point on the E. We want the true shape of the cut surface. So this point is E here. You can even verify from this view here. Come here, you take E, same measurement. Then you come to the next line. This line here is B. From the XY line, take this measurement, follow your B to the cutting plane, take it to the XY line, and then plot it there. And then you go to the next point, which is D. From the XY line, take D, like this, follow it to the cutting plane, take it to the XY line, like that, and plot it there. Then join all these points together, hedge at 45 degrees, then you have your throw shape. Then after you join your points together like this, come with your 45 set square and then hedge. And once you've done this, you have your sectional top view, your sectional left view, and your true shape. Your drawing is complete. You've answered all the necessary questions, then you are done. Thank you.